Alright, what's going on guys, from the project back at it again in here, yes, for another video for you guys for today. And for that, I'm actually going to be able to talk briefly, not full in details, about WWE TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs, the tender love and care. And with all honesty, I actually gave it a thumbs up. With that being said, pun intended, indeed, it was actually for the pay-per-view. Well worth it, I think. Not really too many things I really complained about. I wasn't really broken. I actually stayed woke for this one. And, there's only maybe about one thing I didn't really care about, but that's really about it. Basically, the Elias Sansom and Jason Jordan match and stuff, and how they were actually, kind of sort of building up to like a filler match and everything, which is a little weird, but that was basically about it that I didn't really care about. Now, I think, in all honesty, I will say this, it's probably the second best pay-per-view since WrestleMania 33, but that's just in my opinion. And what we had Asuka, of course, making her main roster debut. I like the fact that she was able to go out there and be herself and actually still be undefeated, so hopefully that does keep up. And I think that makes sense to actually keep that going, especially when she wins the Raw Women's Championship. Speaking of that, even though Mickie James didn't win, and I was hoping she would, but I wasn't having too many high hopes. I was just curious how the end was going to play out, and I saw a kind of a pattern because I felt like most of the faces were going to win. But then again, at the same time, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, even though I really wanted Mickie James to win. I felt like it would have been cool to see history be made, and her being 7-time women's champion. That would have been dope to see. It would have been like Christmas morning, basically, if you want to put it that way. But that didn't happen, of course. Alexa won, so I'm guessing it'll be Asuka and Alexa Bliss, where Asuka will get the Raw Women's Championship. When? Don't know when exactly. Maybe Survivor Series, but they'll probably save Asuka for another time. Just continue to build her up and basically face everyone in the Raw Women's division. So I can see that happening, but never really know. Enzo winning the Cruiserweight Championship back, it's kind of unexpected. 50-50 booking strikes again, and Dinkelberger is undefeated with these 50-50 bookings, and I'm really getting sick and tired of it, to be all honest. So it's to be expected and everything. And I know Enzo is supposed to change the Cruiserweight title to have his like own type of feel to it and look, but I guess we'll probably see that now, because I saw that a while back in the picture. So I don't know if they're still going to do that now, depending what happens, but it is what it is. And getting into with AJ Styles and Finn Balor, literally too sweet for that. And again, pun intended. I thought that was really well done, and it's kind of like a SmackDown versus Raw matchup, which is really dope to see. So maybe this could be a little feud between the two, maybe a return match at Survivor Series. At least with that rematch, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Maybe a little bit more of a story, but depending on how things are going to go for Bray Wyatt and when he comes back and when he's feeling better, and then if they're going to continue Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor, but we'll see. But it's looking to be that only one-time type of deal because of the virus, so hopefully who else is ever sick gets to feel better on that note. And then getting into the main event with the Shield, and actually Kurt Angle being a part of the Shield and actually wearing some of the ring attire, actually most of it, which is cool to see. And we had Kane in there, and we had the Bar, Braun Strowman, and The Miz basically out there on their team. So at one point we actually saw the dumpster truck, so that was kind of like a GTA moment for me. If you've been checking out the channel for the GTA videos with the dumpster matches and everything, even though it wasn't like an actual dumpster, but it was a dumpster truck, so that was close enough. So I thought that was kind of funny. Kind of feel bad for Braun Strowman at the same time being in the dumpster truck and everything. The first time I've seen the dumpster truck in a long time. Last one I remember with Eric Bischoff being in there, which is crazy in its own. But in the end, yes, the Shield and Kurt Angle were able to get the win. This was a crazy main event and well worth it if you ask me. So, just wanted to touch a little bit on that on WWE TLC, so I give it a thumbs up. I thought it was worth it to me. At least it wasn't a 1 or 2 match show, if you ask me, on my personal opinion. So hopefully, with the rest of the year to be still added, and with the other pay-per-views, when we have another, pay-per-view at least to be added, that, it won't be just like only 2 pay-per-views that would be, that well worth it, but at least, we have TLC, the second best pay-per-view, I think, in my personal opinion, out there. Will Survivor Series be able to top it just as much as it is the 30th annual Survivor Series, which is pretty crazy. And it's going to be interesting to see how they'll have, like, bragging rights for Survivor Series for Raw and SmackDown. At least they have it as that for Survivor Series, and that it's just bragging rights in itself, because that was just bad on its own. But that's for another time, for another video and stuff like that. So, TLC, again, well worth it. What are your own thoughts and opinions on that? Leave your comments, and we'll discuss it definitely for sure in the comment box. We'll discuss that, and we'll see what happens next for the videos ahead. And looking to actually still have some my career stuff, looking to actually complete that, because that's been really fun for WWE 2K18 on my road to glory, if you will. I'm not looking to do that. I've been trying to check that out a little bit more, but since there hasn't been too many people online to actually do Road to Glory yet, so looking to have that on there in the future videos and stuff like that. So we'll see whenever the hell the next video may be, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. In the meantime, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day, the week, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, wherever the hell that may be. Peace.